And what if I told you the secret to staying strong after 50 is UNF found in a pill, a supplement, or a gym membership, but in 6 simple moves the Japanese have been doing for almost 100 years. And the best part? Japan has over 95,000 people living past 100. And many of them are still walking, climbing stairs, and living independently. Compare that to much of the world where mobility starts to collapse in the mid-60s. So what's different? It's not magic. It's not perfect genetics. It's daily movement, gentle, precise, and consistent movements designed to unlock stiff hips, strengthen weak knees, sharpen balance, and keep the body young. And the best part, these exercises don't require a gym, special gear, or even more than a few minutes. They're so simple, you could do them in your living room, yet so powerful, they've helped an entire nation age with strength and dignity. Think about this. While the West obsesses over high-intensity workouts, Japan has quietly shown the world that consistency beats intensity every time. In this video, I'll walk you through the 6 daily exercises Japanese elders swear by. You'll discover how each one works, why it matters after 50, and how to make it fit your body, no matter your current fitness level. Stay tuned, because by the end you'll see the small daily habits that separate those who grow old with independence from those who do. UNT. Exercise 1. Shikodachi, the foundation. Let's start with the movement that forms the foundation of everything else. Shikodachi, the sumo stance. Before you say, "I can't squat," hear me out. This isn't the deep squat you're thinking of. Shikodachi comes from sumo wrestling, practiced for over 1,500 years. But here's what's brilliant. It's not about strength. It's about awakening dormant muscle chains that modern life has put to sleep. How to perform Shikodachi. Position your feet wide apart, about twice shoulder width, with toes pointing outward at 45. Slowly lower your hips as if you're going to sit between your legs. Keep your back straight, chest open, and rest your hands on your thighs for support. Biomechanical studies show this posture activates more muscle fibers in your legs than conventional squats. It targets your quadriceps, glutes, and inner thigh muscles. The exact muscles you need for getting out of chairs, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance. But here's the real magic. The hip opening you get from this position addresses the root cause of most age-related problems. As we age, our hips naturally tighten from sitting, creating a cascade of issues: knee pain, back pain, and balance problems. Shikodachi reverses all of this by restoring your natural hip mobility. Start by holding for just 20 to 30 seconds. Don't force it. Your body will adapt gradually. If you feel unstable, hold on to a sturdy chair. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Work up to 1 to 2 minutes over several weeks. Don't arch your lower back. This transfers work away from your legs. Keep that spine neutral and let your legs do the work. Exercise 2. Nishidaki, the balance awakener. Now that you've built that foundation, strength, let's challenge your balance system in a completely different way. This is Nikawashi Doki, the cat foot stance. This elegant position comes from traditional karate developed during Japan's Edo period. The name comes from its similarity to a cat about to leap. Light, alert, and ready for movement. Here's something most people over 50 struggle with, but rarely talk about: balance deterioration. After age 50, we lose 1 to 2% of our balance capacity every year. This movement reverses that decline. How to perform Nekawashi Dosi. Stand with one foot forward. But here's the key. You're only going to rest the ball of your front foot on the ground, just like a cat testing a surface. Your back foot stays fully planted, supporting about 70% of your weight. Both knees should be slightly bent, hips facing forward. This might feel awkward at first. That's exactly the point. Nikawashi Daki forces your often neglected stabilizer muscles to wake up. Your ankle muscles, deep hip stabilizers, and core all have to coordinate to keep you balanced. These are the exact muscles that prevent falls and give you confidence on uneven surfaces. What's remarkable is how this strengthens the intrinsic muscles of your feet, the small muscles that create your arch and provide stability. Modern shoes and flat surfaces have weakened these muscles, but Nishidaki brings them back to life. Start next to a wall for support. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. As you improve, try adding small weight shifts or slow arm movements while maintaining the position. If you're still with us and finding these helpful, type number 2 in the comments so I know you're there. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Exercise 3. Caesar, the posture transformer. We've worked on strength and balance, but here's where things get really interesting. This next movement is what keeps Japanese people standing tall at 80. We're readdressing your posture from the ground up. Meet K's, Proper sitting. This traditional position dates back to Japan's Muromachi period and became fundamental to Japanese etiquette. Practiced during tea ceremonies and meditation. Here is the reality about posture after 50. It is not about pulling your shoulders back or sitting up straight. Real posture comes from the ground up. And that's exactly what Caesar addresses. How to perform the Caesar. Kneel on the floor with your knees together. Fold your feet so the tops are flat on the ground, toes pointing backward. Slowly lower your hips until you're sitting on your heels. Your spine should be naturally erect, not forced, but naturally tall. Caesar deeply stretches your quadriceps and hip flexors, the muscles that get chronically tight from sitting in chairs all day. When these muscles are tight, they pull your pelvis forward and create that hunched-over posture we associate with aging. But Caesar also activates your deep core muscles and spine stabilizers. Unlike sitting in a chair where your back muscles can relax and weaken, this position requires active engagement from your postural muscles. It's like gentle strength training for the muscles that keep you upright. If Caesar feels intense on your knees, place a firm cushion between your heels and hips to reduce pressure. Start with 30 seconds and gradually work up to 3 to 5 minutos. Practice Caesar while watching TV or reading. The key is consistency. A few minutes daily will create lasting changes in your posture and flexibility. Exercise 4. Zazen, the core revolution. Building on that postural foundation, let's completely transform how you think about core strength. This is Zazen, seated meditation. This practice transcends simple meditation to become a powerful isometric posture, originating from Zen monasteries during Japan's Kamakura period. Monks maintained this position during hours of daily meditation, simultaneously developing mental and physical strength. Most core exercises completely miss the deep stabilizers that actually matter for daily life. Crunches and planks work surface muscles, but Zazen targets the muscles that keep you stable and upright all day long. How to perform Zazen? Sit on the floor with legs crossed. If possible, place each foot on the opposite thigh, lotus position. But simple cross-legged works. 2. Imagine an invisible string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed and open. Chin slightly tucked. Zazen engages your spine-stabilizing muscles, particularly the multifidus and transverse abdomen. These are the muscles that provide real-world stability when you're carrying groceries, reaching for something, or simply walking. Recent neuroscience studies show that Zazen, combined with conscious breathing, activates your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol and promoting cellular regeneration. You're literally reversing aging at the cellular level. Start with 5 to 10 minutes, using a firm cushion under your hips to elevate your pelvis slightly. This makes spine alignment much easier. Focus on breathing deeply while maintaining that tall spine. Work up to 20 minutes daily as you get stronger. Don't force your legs into painful positions. Your hip flexibility will improve over time. The beauty of Zazen is that it develops both mental resilience and physical strength simultaneously. If you're still watching, and this helps, type number 4 in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Your support keeps us going. Exercise 5. Kibadachi, the horse riding stance. This position has ancient origins in Japanese martial arts, particularly karate. Samurai used this during training to build leg strength and core stability for long battles, where stability was crucial. Kibadachi specifically targets years of accumulated hip tightness while building incredible functional leg strength. It's not just about muscle, it's about restoring your body's natural movement patterns. How to perform Kibadachi. Position your feet parallel about shoulder width, plus another foot wider. Bend your knees and lower your hips, as if sitting in an invisible chair. Feet pointing forward, fully supported on the floor. Keep your back straight, abdomen contracted, arms relaxed at your sides. Kibadachi is extremely effective for working leg muscles, especially quadriceps, adductors, and hip abductors. It also intensely engages glutes, hip stabilizers, and core. But here's what makes it special. It develops lateral stability, something we often neglect in conventional exercises. Studies show this posture improves proprioception, how you perceive your body in space, reducing fall risk. It also promotes better hip and knee alignment, preventing common joint problems. Start with 20 to 30 seconds, performing 3 sets with rest intervals. As your endurance increases, extend to 1 to 2 minutes per set. Japanese martial arts masters often maintain this for 5 minutes or more. But we are training for life, not the dojo. Practice near a wall for support if needed. Focus on keeping weight evenly distributed and avoid letting your knees collapse inward. Exercise 6. Wall squat integration. For a final movement, We're retying everything together with something that combines all the principles we've learned and gives you a way to track your progress over time. This wall squat integration isn't traditionally Japanese, but it represents the perfect fusion between ancestral Japanese wisdom and modern sports science. This technique gained popularity in Japanese gyms since the 1980s and is now incorporated into specialized training programs. This movement tests how well you've integrated all the previous patterns and gives you a measurable way to track improvement. How to perform the wall squat. Position yourself with your back against a flat wall, feet about 12 in away and shoulder width apart. Slide down until your knees form a 90 angle like sitting in an invisible chair. Knees aligned over ankles, not pushing past your toes. Unlike dynamic squats, this isometric version maintains constant tension, promoting greater muscle endurance and recruiting slow twitch fibers. Fundamental for postural health. Recent studies show this improves knee joint stability and stimulates muscle capillarization, improving blood circulation in your legs. Research indicates regular practice contributes to maintaining bone density, crucial for preventing osteoporosis, something particularly important for those over 50. Japanese trainers often add a soft ball between the knees, pressing it gently during the exercise. This variation intensely activates thigh adductors and promotes better knee alignment. Start with 30-second and holds, building up to 2 to 3 minutes. This becomes your personal benchmark. As you get stronger, you'll hold it longer. Focus on breathing steadily throughout. If you're holding your breath, you're working too hard. You don't need hours in the gym, just a few minutes a day. Morning, do 30 seconds of Caesar, 1 minute of Zazen, and 30 seconds of Nakashi Doki on each side. That's 2.5 minutes to unlock posture, core, and balance. Evening, go with 1 minute of Shikodachi, 1 minute of Kibadachi, and 2 minutes of wall squat. 4 minutes to release stiffness and build lasting strength. That's 6 movements under 7 minutes for a body that feels younger every single day. Don't wait. Try just one movement right now while you're watching. Notice how your body responds. That's your starting point. If you sit too much, start with Shikodachi. If balance worries you, begin with Nikawashi Daki. If posture is your struggle, Caesar is your fix. Now, tell me, which one are you starting with first? Drop it in the comments. I'll be checking. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about who might benefit from these gentle, effective exercises. Your support allows us to keep producing the kind, practical content that honors your experience and supports your journey. Thanks for watching, and ILL. See you in the next video, where we LL continue exploring ways to age with strength, dignity, and joy.